joining me on today. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in the ATRS. I want to say salutations to each and every one of you guys that follow me. I'm about to do a road trip, and I wanted to come on. As you guys are being notified, if this is an opportunity that you are looking for someone to teach you real magic or share life experiences, utilizing magic, utilizing conjure, whether you're in the traditional ATRs, whether it's E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Apollo, whether you decide yourself to be a mystic, a Ajay, a Yami, or any type of witch doctor or atheist, any type of energy workings that you want to do. Some people do Reiki healing. What's up there, Unveiling? And much love to you. Appreciate you. What's up, Linda Green? My Scorpio from Georgia. I'm actually getting over a cold, but I want to come on here. What's up, Karen O'Brien? What's up, my baby Scorpio? I got my Scorpio, then I got my Gemini coming in. As you guys are coming in, I want to say salutations to my Madrina and to my Padrino and to my Oba, to my brothers and sisters all over this globe that are in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo, Mystic and Ajays. I want to talk to my melanated people. I want to talk to the Christians that practice the ATRs. I want to talk also to those that have left the church but continues to practice the ATR, but you have a very strong church influence. And I want to talk to you guys about real life. Now, on my platform, I do not do cheering church. My lives are not for children. My lives are for grown people that make decisions. What's up there, Roy Artis? What's up there, Gemini? And then I have Triranda Aries in the house. And then we got Al Marie. What's up, my Taurus? So the reason why I do my lives, and besides the fact that this is something that not only is therapeutic for me, but helping a lot of people that actually are interested in the ATRs and that are interested in doing them effectively. I'm not just talking about, I'm not an amateur when it comes down to conjure, whether that is Obia work, whether that is Voodoo, whether that is Santeria or Lukumi. I am a new, I'm a little over my 3 months when it comes down to Ocha, Crown Mafedi Fun Oya, also honored by crowning by Mafedi Fun Shango. This is my day of power, and I want to talk to you guys why I'm constantly coming on this platform and trying to teach you guys about spirituality and true spirituality. And Apostle, like, I'm in my dad. I'm actually headed to Miami, and I want to talk to you guys, and I need y'all to take this for what it is. Now, you may not be in the United States, you may be in other countries, but racism, it affects your outcomes, and it affects how you have to go and deal with things. And I believe in utilizing wisdom. I feel like if you're going to burn a candle, if you're going to light incense, if you're going to do affirmations, you're going to do petitions, you should do it with a sober mind of understanding what you are up against. And when you're, and I don't think that a lot of people, melanated people, understand systematic racism. I don't think that people understand conjure. I don't think that we understand that melanated black men or women that are gay or bi, they go through a lot of different things, and I call it that people do things that are behind the curtain. They do things behind the scenes. What's up there, Pretty Toasted? All right, I like that name. All right, Capricorn from Pittsburgh. All right there. Anyway, so I come on here because many of you guys text me, some of you guys send me messages, and you tell me about how you are learning, you're growing, how these teachings, and I say this because this is the only life I ever known spirituality. I have never known anything outside of magic. Today, some of you guys did not know, I did not come on live last night because I ended up coming home very late. Not just because I worked at I was working at UPS, but I was waiting on another coworker, and in me waiting part, someone backed into my truck, and I had to call my supervisor. And anytime we have an accident, we have to report it, whether there's any damage or not. And my truck wasn't damaged, so but it still is protocol for us to call our immediate supervisor, which I did. The reason why I want to talk about this because my subject is about those that do not know, my nickname is Peewee. When I was born, I was a preemie baby. My mom had me when she was 16 years old, and so she nicknamed me Peewee, and I had just been going there. But I want to talk about, I was raised by a Virgo. In my family, I know how to be petty on a professional level, on a spiritual level, especially when you're dealing with situations and circumstances in life. So I need y'all to understand, when you get your spiritual tools, and because I had to do a bath cleansing, when I had to go to the dentist this morning, because I do my every 6 months my cleaning for my teeth, and she does a really great job on my teeth because I'm vain in that sense. I like to keep myself up. Okay, so it was my annual 6 month of cleansing of my teeth and stuff like that. So I had, my appointment was at 7:30, so I got to work very early. I normally do not get to work that early. I get there early, but not that kind of early. Y'all know what I'm saying? Just enough to clock in. Thank you for hitting them like buttons. Now, I'm gonna say this. When I got, and I'm gonna share this with y'all because for a disclaimer, I come from a drug background. My family has resources, but it is drug related. So dealing with the police system and dealing with legal systems and dealing with lawyers and all the underhanded stuff goes, whether you got money or not money, educated or not educated, just melanated people go through. So the reason why I share this with you, because the magic that I do and people like me do, our magic has to work. And so I have an extensive experience dealing with legalities, dealing with people of authority, and people that do a lot of shady stuff behind the law. So long story short, and this is what happened. I'm parked. The white gentleman gets in his car, and what's up, Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Chocolate. So I'm just sitting in the truck. He apparently, maybe, I don't know what's going on, but he had a lot going on, talking about he was homeless and they were going in a shelter. This is what he was telling the police officer and my immediate supervisor. So he just backs up into my truck. In protocol, I get out the truck. I look at, so my coworker is coming up at that particular time. He's seeing the whole process. So I immediately call my supervisor and I'm telling him what just happened. And so he's still on the phone. The guy gets out, he becomes very belligerent. So I'm like, okay, sir, blah, blah, blah. So he starts carrying on about, I shouldn't be there. He's, giving his rendition of what was going on. I got an opportunity to see victimization. You hit me, but you become the victim because of what you're going through. The reason why I want to talk to you guys about this, excuse me. The reason I want to talk to you guys about this, I'm anointed. I'm educated. I'm articulate. I've been doing my job since going on 29 years. I'm a veteran. Let me tell y'all, this man, not only did he, because he said, he was talking to me, and he said, well, I'm finna go. So my coworker said, you want to leave? So, because I'm on the phone, I'm talking to my immediate supervisor. So he says, yeah, he want to leave. So my supervisor tells me, was there any damage to the truck? Right? I tell him there's no damage to the truck. I wasn't talking to the guy, I was talking to my supervisor. The guy heard me, so he took an offense what I said. And what really set him off, and I'm going to tell you what set him off. Not that he backed into my truck. The idea that a black man stopped him and told him he was not going to talk to me like that. That's what sent him to the moon. How dare you? I don't care if I'm homeless. I don't care I'm about to lose everything. I don't care if I don't got nothing to offer. I want to talk to you any kind of way. And this is what he told my supervisor when he got there. He said all he had to do is let me say what I had to say and I would have left. Do you guys know that not one time with my supervisor hearing the whole conversation with a witness? I had two witnesses, the supervisor that was listening to the conversation and my coworker there. Not one time did my supervisor stand up and say, sir, however he wanted to address him. I know you're lying. I heard what you said to my driver. At no time did he speak up in my behalf with with the information that this man was clearly lying, which that wasn't even the issue. My issue is that when you won't allow them to disrespect you, that's when you in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. It had nothing to do with I was right. That was irrelevant. It had nothing to do with he was in the wrong. And let me tell y'all, he actually left the scene of the accident. He left, and then he came. By that time when he left, my supervisor came. So when they say, where is he? I say, me and my coworker say he left. And so he told me to go head back to the building. I get ready to get in my truck, proceed to leave the venue, and he comes up behind me blowing his horn. So I stop the truck and I get out. I realize it's him. When I tell you guys, when the police officers got there, I was the only melanated person there. I was the driver. I was the one that was hit. And they did not address me at all. No more than, can I get your driving license? They listened to this man spill whatever he had to say. At no time did they say, okay, what's your version of what happened? Even though nothing, nothing came of it, because my spirits protect me. And this is why I tell you guys about your instant. I'm talking about your reversals. Like, I don't care how educated you think you are. I don't care how much money you think you got. I don't care what kind of clout you think you got. You always have, you never get high enough for them to feel that they can address you any type of way they want. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius. I ain't finna let nobody talk that. Now, you not gonna talk to me that way. Only person talk to me crazy like that is my mama. And I stay out of her way so she don't talk to me crazy. I don't play people talking to me crazy. I don't care who you are. You could be the president of these United States. Huh? You get, so that goes on. So I have my, y'all know I got my stuff on me, my spiritual stuff on me, my spirits are at work. This guy is literally telling my supervisor, I wasn't paying attention, I was upset, I'm going through this, and this is happening. He's telling my supervisor this. He said, I just got in the car, and I didn't look, and I hit the truck. He said, then he told the guy, he told him, he's like, oh, it's so dark out there, I couldn't see the truck. Now, I don't know if you guys know Wawa. It's a place where they have a lot of vintage food that people go, coffees, donuts, and stuff like that, and gas station. That place was lit up like Christmas. He was contradicting himself and telling on himself at the very same time to my supervisor. When the police officers got there, he was doing the same thing. He was telling them that he hit me. He wasn't paying attention because of all the things that he got to go to a shelter, and his wife and his daughter and all that. But the whole thing, I watched them have so much understanding. I watched them give him the time to speak, say whatever he wanted, and never address me. Never address me. I'm the driver. You talk to my supervisor. You talk. I'm the melanated. I am actually the individual. And this is the stuff I try to tell you guys about doing your cleansing, about doing your reversal. And let me tell y'all something. So I get up, I go to my dentist appointment this morning. I get to the job. So I'm saying like, okay, I'm asking them how much time do I have with my helper, because they designate every morning how much time you have with your helper on your truck. It's like, you're not driving today. I said, I'm not driving today. They didn't even realize on my day of power, those that do not know, I am a union employee, but I am a shop steward, and I have 2 alternate shop stewards that work under me. They assist me in the affairs of the union and the contract. So I am the head Negro in charge, okay? So, but our head union guy was there this morning. So I'm befuddled because no one said anything to me, and I was clearly in the right. I didn't get a citation, and I wasn't even moving. I was sitting in the truck. So we talk about it. Let me tell y'all how good God is. He took me out of service today. No, but this is our everyday life. I want to put myself out there because I don't want y'all to think because when you get initiated or because you gain some spiritual insight or you have your protection that you don't have to still deal with this stuff. So I get up there, they have the manager on the phone. So he tells me that he's taking me out of service until further investigation. So the head, our head shop says, investigation for what? He was parked. And then the other shops will say, what is there to investigate? He wasn't even moving. He was hit in a parked vehicle. There's nothing to investigate. With all the knowledge of what happened, how it happened, what I was doing, and why I was doing it. I'm going to tell you why he got petty. I told y'all, I went off on one of the supervisors the other day. And I'm going to tell y'all something about white men. White men do not take kindly and they do not like black men. I don't care how educated you are. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how where you sit on the roster. Something within them, it bothers them. I said nothing to my that supervisor that was not true. I straightened him based off of facts. He did not like that. So they took this opportunity, which they have never ever did. I've been there 29 years. We done seen all kind of stuff. I done even got hit in my truck parked before. They never take you out of service for that. But because he had a problem with how I straightened his supervisor, he took that opportunity. Now guess my Fetty Fun Oya. Then one of their supervisors had an accident in the building. Had an accident. So our business manager tells the manager of the center, he said, well, you gonna take him out of service? He didn't respond. He said, well, I got pictures of the accident, so I know you're going to file this accident. Why am I talking about this? Because if it wasn't for the anointing of my life. So this is what happened. In our contract, they have to give us a 24-hour notice if they're going to change our schedule. They cannot just abruptly change our schedule at will. So he had to pay me 8 hours. He was so petty about what I said to the other supervisor, all of them Caucasian. He was so petty about that he agreed to pay me 8 hours to go home. You gonna pay me $41 an hour to go home because you trying to be petty. You trying to get me back for something that I was well within my rights of saying. Because you guys are incompetent and you're nothing but amateurs. So he said this in front of my shop stewards. He said this in front of my business manager. So he agreed to pay me 8 hours. So I was contemplating. I said, well, God, I need to go down to Miami because I need to get the stuff. Because the other store that I get the candles from, they don't open through the week. They don't open on the weekends. They only open up through the week. So how this worked out for my good? Because he was trying to be petty. Because he was trying to get me back. And he was not thinking. Why would you pay him $41 an hour and give him 8 hours for him to go home? But I ain't going home. I'm going to Miami to get my stuff. Because my son is going through his initiation. So I'm going to be I'll be between today and Saturday to be getting his stuff for December. Because my birthday is in 16 days or 17. 16 or 17 days. It's on the 15th. So now you paying me 8 hours for $41 so I can go down here, and you agreed to it, trying to be petty. But I'm going to teach you about being petty. Because this is what I tell y'all. Just like the situation what happened with Jesus with Pilate. See, you can have authority in this system, but we have authority in the spirit world, in the spirit realm. And I keep trying to tell you melanated people, talking about you don't need this kind of conjure, you don't need this kind of magic, you don't need this type of no, you out keep doing all this light magic, and you out here doing all this worker. I never petition. I never petitioned the white Jesus. I don't deal with him. He wouldn't have gave me victory in this situation. So I left. I went to the Reynolds place, talked to her, and then I went out to the cemetery. So I went out to the cemetery, Minister Mario, I straightened up his Christmas tree, did some things out there. spent an hour out there at his grave and venerating, just talking to him, you know, just having my normal conversation with him, doing my grievance process, and just going through that. And just, I would not have had the opportunity to do that if it was not for them trying to perform a weapon against me, and it backfired and went into my favor. And now I get to go to Miami paid, because he got to pay me for these. He got to pay me today. And this is why I tell y'all, guys, I had my bear claw on me, I had my other stuff on me, and I was shocked, because even though I know what's happening in my behalf, I'm like, are you that stupid that you're gonna, like, you so, because there's people out here will get so petty where it will hurt them. There are people out here in this systematic racism that we deal with all over this globe, and you out here not really doing your conjure, you really not out here venerating your ancestors, huh? And tomorrow, when I go back to work, because he's gonna be there tomorrow, I'm still gonna straighten you. I'm gonna still file my grievances. I'm still going to address the situation, and I'm still going to prevail. Because petty, I can be. Trifling, I can be. Huh? You can't out petty me. I was raised by a Virgo. You cannot get... I keep trying to tell these people, I didn't just started this yesterday. When I be giving y'all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, that's for you to have wisdom to know how to deal wisely in front of people that got a problem with you. And this is why I tell you guys, do your job. So when people come for you, it's obvious. When you don't do your job, they can hide behind you being late. They can hide behind you not performing your task. They can hide behind you, whatever it is. And they can still be doing what they're doing, but they're going to have an excuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't give somebody a shield to hide behind so they can enact their personal grievances or pettiness or their own racism. Now, they wanted to do this to me because I'm the head shop steward, and they know that I actually know the contract. See, a lot of them other ones, they still learning. You understand? So y'all know I got some powder for that. You understand? You know I'm gonna go to the cemetery, my cemetery down here in Miami, and go and handle this and put their names at the altar of the cemetery. Huh? Because I'm gonna show you petty. See, when you think you can mess with me, and this is what people got, this is why you need your magic. This is why you need your conjure. This is why I would never give up, whether it's Obia, whether it's conjure, whether it's Kabbalah, mysticism, whether it is sorcery. I don't care what you practice, because I need my magic. Because when people like that, holding positions, try to affect my life being petty, then I can go to my egums, I can go to my spirits and show them how petty Peewee can be. Huh? How they gonna understand that I'm not these other people. And you keep trying to talk about me, what they doing to everybody. I'm not everybody. They don't like the way I talk because I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign. So my level of confidence and how I articulate myself, they do not care for that. And they don't like how direct I am and how let me see how I do. I can be very condescending, especially when you're not qualified to be talking to me. Huh? I don't let people tell me what to do that we're not successful in the same journey that I'm on. Huh? The only reason why you became a supervisor because you could not physically cut it. Now all of a sudden you're gonna try to tell me how to do my job. I'm not dealing with it. What's up there, Justin? We holding galactic court. I know that's right. But this is why I tell you guys, stop slacking on your magic. Stop thinking that when you stand and go before buy a house, to sell a house, it all affects. They keep, and the great thing about the age of Aquarius, because of social media, a lot of things been going on the whole time. But we got physical evidence of it happening. Things are being brought to there's a record. I'm gonna say it like that. There's more than a mental record of the actions. There's video footage of the action. Like I was using an example, how sometimes they'll start saying, they start screaming and, oh, he's trying to hurt me. But because we got video, now they can see the audio and they can hear see the video and see that this person was clearly not a victim, but they were trying to ensnare and put this the life of this individual in trouble. Now, what he thought because my supervisor was white, that he was going to get me in trouble. They didn't take me off the road because of him. They took me off the road because of how I straightened their supervisor. Look at when people take the opportunity. I don't want you to ever think people like that ever forget. They don't like, and I'm cool with that. That's why it's my job and my responsibility to pray and keep myself protected and to keep myself in a position where I can prevail each and every time. Because guess what? When you're not a melanated individual, you may sympathize with me, but you do not understand the things. Why was I not asked? Why did they not come and ask me what I thought happened, since I was the person that got hit? Why are you talking to all these other people? Because from their eyes, my words don't mean nothing. So I let all the white people talk. I let them all talk. But I watch this stuff all the time. And these are not the people, because a lot of times when we say racism, we thinking that you got to call somebody a nigger. You got to think somebody's saying, no, it's your behavior. Why do you feel that why do you feel a man or woman addresses you for the shiggity you doing? And because that individual just so happens to be a black man or a black woman, you take a certain affront to that. And so therefore, you feel like you have to defend yourself even though you're wrong. You feel attacked for being addressed for how you are handling situation. You understand? Those people have no idea how well connected I am in the sheriff department. They had no idea. I'm not even talking. When you get me to light your incense, you go down there to the mayor, like y'all got y'all kids going to them courthouses, y'all bringing the system involved in y'all life, and you think these people are gonna be fair to you. I don't, and I still don't understand today why we don't catch on. We not supporting like we should be supporting one another. And I've been on social media long enough. I got enough smart men and women that watch me know that I am telling the truth. And you would think that they would rally around me. You would think they would say, okay, we have somebody that's actually crowned, somebody that's actually initiated, somebody that actually know what they're doing, somebody that actually cares. Yeah, I do all this stuff by myself, and so therefore I don't have Minister Mario, son of Achosi, with me. So I have to do a lot of stuff by myself, but it takes me a little longer than it normally would have, but I still get it done. But when I see your child, or I see you, or I see myself. So I don't have a problem working for you, fighting for you. And some of y'all take that for granted. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all don't understand. You dragging your foot on your own people, it's a disservice to you. And if I let them get away with what they tried to do, then what would they do to the other people that didn't have my status, that was not a shop steward? Huh? I have way more weight in the spirit world and in my connections. And that's what they finna find out. I'm gonna show them petty. Huh? I'm gonna show them petty because it was uncalled for. Even the business manager said that. He said, I've never heard of that. You're gonna take him out of service? He said, well, you got to pay him 8 hours because you didn't notify him. And that night, my other supervisor, my immediate supervisor, said nothing. Said he didn't have a problem. All of a sudden that morning, all it is, they sat overnight and thought about, this is our opportunity to get him. Let me tell you, I want my job because my people at my job watch me. I am not these other black people on that job. I'm not broke. I'm not disgusted. I'm not frustrated. You cannot hard time me at all. I am not the typical black man. I'm not the type of black man that you're going to be able to handle with your little ignorant, racist, and immature tactics. That's not going to work with me. And I'm still going to speak my piece, whether you like it or not. And I'm still going to be successful. I am still going to move forward in my life. And I'm still going to accomplish what God has for me. Now, what you're going to learn is I am more than just a religious individual. I am more than a lip service preacher. You're going to learn today that I am more than a person that gets out here on the platform and just spews knowledge, wisdom, understanding. But I actually live and walk in that. And I have a right as an individual to defend myself when I am wrong. I have a right to address things that are incorrect and unfactual. You want me to listen at what you got to say as inaccurate and untrue as it is. And the sad thing about this, y'all, the sad thing about this, in our management, at our particular building, we have had better liars in management. These ain't even good liars. Anybody ever had a lie? Like, you're not even a good liar. You ain't even good at lying. You're not even good at cover-ups. Like, you're so unqualified to be trying to pull the stunts you pulling. Huh? So we gonna teach you. Cause you didn't have a black mother. You didn't have a black father. So I'm gonna be your melanated school teacher. You don't mess with Petty Peewee and don't think Petty coming back. What you sow, you reap. Whether you believe in what I believe in, whether you support what I do, or whether I don't really care. But what you're not gonna do is try to, at me at 50, about to be 51 years old, to have you out here trying to make my life more difficult than what it should be. No. What's the purpose of me going through everything that I went through for me to allow somebody to do that to me? That just makes no sense. I have the same rights that every other Caucasian has in that building that is uncovered by the union. There are so many precedents that have gone on that should have never happened to me. Huh? And I'm gonna say this. Don't mess around and end up building my church being petty. Don't mess around playing with somebody of my caliber and find yourself in a very bad place. Because you're going to reap what you sow. Huh? And see, what they don't understand, white supremacy don't work when it comes to magic. It might work in this system. You may be adhered to in this system, but I am adhered to by the divine. And so I'm going to teach you why I am the head Negro in charge on my platform. And why I have a divine right to defend myself. Especially when you're falsifying information concerning me. You're trying to distort what happened. And they have all the information. That's why he did me a favor and got to pay me. And that's what made him mad. Because they were so busy trying to be petty that they didn't realize at that point. I had done left the building at that point. Once I leave the building, it's a wrap. Huh? I'm in Miami, paid by UPS. Yes. Paid by the ignorance of management trying to be petty when divine power moved in my path. Ashe. Divine intelligence. So I'm watching how this thing unfold. And I be trying to teach y'all about getting your talisman, to get your conjure, to get your graveyard work. You got to have magic that actually works. Coming from somebody that needs that same magic themselves. As long as I am living on this earth realm, I have to have my conjure. Because no matter what I do, no matter how much money I make, no matter what zip code I live in, no matter how much education is behind me, how fair I try to be, how decent I try to be, how much of a people person I am, still got to deal with it. Still got to deal with it. Love said she had to mention the EOCC, EEOC, yeah, a couple of times, make folks. Yeah, but we gonna learn, contact those systems, but we also gonna contact this spiritual system. Had to get that out of my mouth. That cold coming out. Huh? I'm gonna handle my physical business, but I'm also gonna handle my spiritual business. Cause you're gonna learn, huh? What they didn't teach you in the school at UPS, I'm gonna teach you in the spiritual school, huh? And that's the thing that I come on here. I live the same life, y'all. I go to some of the same grocery stores. I go to some of the same department stores. I go to the same situations and circumstances. But because I embrace my spirituality, because I strive to take care of my eguns, my ancestors, my moretos, because I strive to walk in universal laws, this is why no matter what happens or people try to attempt to do to me, I always end out on top. Psalm 25, my high John, my Fedifun Oya. This is my day of power. And they wanted me in Miami on today. Huh? They wanted me in Miami on today, and they made the way. And they utilized their pettiness to open the door. Huh? You can't hard time me. Huh? And let me tell you another thing what they try to do. They try to use fear tactics. Same thing they do in the church. They try to scare you up. And this is what I tell people at my job. If you're a union employee, why are you afraid to speak up for yourself? I can see in other jobs where you know you would have to go through like just a HR or other facilities to address situation, but we have a union built in to defend us and to resolve issues in our behalf, and y'all still scared to speak up for what is being done to you. That they'll tell you, oh, I'm doing you a favor. Because I told him, I was in a meeting, he said he was going to do me a favor about what he was going to do to one letter. So I said, if she wasn't sitting here, I tell you what you can take that warning letter and put it. You understand? You're not doing me no favor. You're trying to get a paper trail on me because you don't have a paper trail on me. I'm going to say that again. You don't have a paper trail on me, so you're trying to get a paper trail on me, so you can start trying to mess with me in other ways. This is why I tell many of you guys, nip stuff at the root. A lot of y'all let stuff go, and people build cases or build scenarios or situations, and it may look like you are becoming a problem employee or whatever, but that's the game. Huh? Yes, baby. That's right. Love. Yes, Tara's in the house. That's right, Justin. Ashe, Eshu, Iligua. Yes, sir. See, I have warriors, but I don't want to use my Orishas for this working. I want to use my own personal spirits for this working, because I have racist relatives too. That's why I got racist friends. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell you why I say this. People don't have to change who they are. Stop trying to get people not to be who they are. I'm gonna say this again. I have racist friends. When your racist friends tell you that somebody being racist, they understand their racism. They know when somebody is where they're headed. And that's what some of you guys do not understand. It is important when it comes down to conjure, spirituality, to protect yourself, to work with your moretos, your ego. And I'm telling y'all, feed your eguns. Me personally, I'm not interested in which tradition that your eguns work. I just need you to understand that you have to protect yourself. You got to maneuver. And you got to be wise. Know your job. Know your rights. Stop working on jobs and you don't know your rights. Stop being a part of systems and stuff that you don't understand or have a clue what you have a right to do or a right not to be doing. This a lot of stuff that a lot of our melanated people, we just come to work to get a paycheck. We ain't trying to get no. When something happens, you don't know how to address it. You don't know what measures to take. You don't know what things to do in order, whether they work for you or not, because you're going to do your conjure in the back scene. If I get a lawyer, the lawyer is there to be the mouthpiece. I'm going to do my conjure. If I get a doctor, the doctor that do is the front man or the front woman. I'm there to do the conjure. You understand? Because those are arenas I cannot step in because that's not my qualification. Alicia said, I feed and elevate. I know that's right. You can't go wrong. Linda Green said, exactly, I had the same thing happen. But listen, I'm 50 years old. If what we were doing was working, then what I experienced when I was a child, I should not be experiencing as a 50-year-old man. Something we doing wrong. And I'm not talking to the Caucasian. I ain't even talking to the racist. I'm talking to Melanin. There's something wrong with the magic we are doing and claiming to be the creators of the universe, of Divine Mother and Divine Father. And we are still contending with this tomfoolery. That's why I keep striving. My sister was like, well, how far you gonna go in this thing? As much as I got to. As long as my children, my eldest is 30 years old. As long as my eldest child got to deal with what I dealt with when I was his age, I ain't strong enough. That's just real talk, y'all. If your child is still dealing with some of the same very things, then what we got to do is go back to the drawing board and stop running our mouth and telling people our plans on how we're going to elevate ourselves. So therefore we can be in a position where we don't have to contend with this. This ain't our system. It's our land. It is our universe. It is our nature. But this ain't our system. And as long as you're playing, if you ever gamble, I learned this from OGs. The house gonna always win. Even when the house lose, the house gonna win. Because you're gonna spend some of your winnings still in the house. When you win big, the first thing that they do in the gambling house, they send hoes after you. If you're a man, whatever you into, they want you to spend that money that you won from them back into their system. How you gonna beat a system where we're paying into the same system that we empower, we bless, to strengthen it, to continue to the behavior? Y'all do what you want to do. Y'all grown. Y'all know I don't tell nobody what to do. But somewhere, what's the purpose of practicing the ATRS? And you're going to use the same arche, the same magic to strengthen the hands that's working against you. Putting people in power. There are people on my job have no business with those positions. They ain't a bit more qualified than a man on the moon. They're not bit qualified than no, I'm finna say that. A hoe with no teeth, but she qualified because the things she can do without having teeth in her mouth. Anyway, they just ain't qualified. I gotta find another analogy because that ain't true. That's a bad analogy for this subject. What I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I want us to understand. If you by the January that we are still, I ask people to help because I can't do this stuff on my own. I can do for me. I can take care of me and mine. But to do this stuff on a larger scale, it take revenue. It take finance. It take people understanding why some of us have to be in position. Let me explain something to y'all. When we lost Malcolm X, we lost something. We keep losing. And they're gonna, and I'm gonna tell you, I talked to my spiritual son about this too. One thing I love about melanated people, Caucasian people. I take that back. They don't care how ratchet they are, how much of a pedophile they are, what they do, they will vote them in office. Half of that stuff that we find out later, them people been know them people do that stuff. They cover it up. Black people, melanated people, we will get rid of our own for shortcomings. We will give up the talent, the ability, and the experience, all because Mr. John like to get some head over there by the grocery store. But Mr. John got all kind of connection downtown and with these folks. But you want to get rid of Mr. John because he likes his Johnson performed on by the grocery store. We can't afford to keep losing talented, well-connected, educated, skillful, advanced people because of shortcomings. This is the ignorance of the black people. You will preach Christianity and say that David was not perfect and still say that he was a man after God's own heart. You will serve the Orishas and they had incest, the stories about incest and going and having sex with one another, and you still will serve and honor the Orishas. The Loas get down androgynous. All of the ATRs talk about intermingling some type of incest. You serve a religion, but then when the children of that same religion are in certain spaces. That's why I tell you, don't try me. Because if I'm at the whole house, long as you ain't paying for it or you ain't participating, it ain't none of your business. I wish you would. I wish you would. Petty. I'm a Sag. I'm Sag petty, but I have been trained by Virgo how to be petty. And I'm smart. Let me tell y'all something. We cannot afford not to support, and we cannot afford to keep losing people because all they got to do is paint certain things about them, and there we go. Oh, I ain't gonna support them no more. Huh? That woman been licking pussy for 49 years, but she know the banking system. Let her lick pussy in peace and let her help us. Yes, I said it. I'm a pastor, I'm a preacher, and a teacher on my day of power. Huh? Yes, the judge loves to eat groceries. Huh? He loves his groceries to be eaten. But he's fair in the judicial system. We can't afford to lose that judge. Stop making people's personal desires or vices an issue when we need their talent, their ability, and their experience. Huh? Ain't none of us perfect. I don't care how many times I tell you that. Somebody always trying to be there. That's why I talk as reckless as I do. Because I'm trying to, I don't have to be perfect to be used by the divine. There's no cloth that actually have the talent, that actually have the know-how, that actually have the fortitude, the conviction. And they want you to win. I'm telling y'all, stop throwing away our people. Huh? Stop throwing away our people because you don't agree 100%. You don't agree 100% with the people in your family. You don't agree with 100% with the person you married. You don't agree with. So why would you have to agree 100% with me or any other spiritualist that's out here? It's ignorant. Why you got to see eye to eye in everything that I do when we ain't on the same level? These people demonize sex. They can demonize. I'm gonna get that demon. You understand? That sex spirit ain't going nowhere. Huh? They can demonize to Jesus. Any one of the Jesus come back. I'm be getting mine. You understand? You understand? Okay? Huh? Somebody got to be nailed to the cross. You understand? Somebody. We done lost good root workers. We done lost good conjure. And the church, the black church, throw away our diamonds, our rubies, our onyx, our sapphires. We throw them away all because you can't control them. You cannot make them do what you want to do with their gift, talent, and ability. But you will use their label. You will use their talent to get you in a position and then demonize them. Let's stop making that normal. Me and my son were talking about the sex workers. We said we can't talk about them. Now, you can't talk about what you participate in. No. That make me a hypocrite. Huh? Even though I'm not a practicing hoe. No, like I say, I'm a practicing Catholic, or I'm not a practicing. Even though I may not be a practice, but I got hoe tendencies. And they're very powerful. And they're very strong. Okay? Education. Look at my videos. Tell me, explain to me where there's somebody on these platforms breaking down these spiritual truths so that you as an individual, grown man, grown woman, can go back and apply them in your immediate life and start making immediate changes. Even if you did not get anything from me other than the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding, your life, if you take what I say half as serious as you proclaim, you are going to be in a different position, and therefore your frequency is going to change, and therefore new information is going to come, and therefore you can operate in that new information. And then your spirits will bring you to a place where you can afford to work with somebody like me, that you can afford to support somebody like me. But we got to stop doing that. Throwing our people away for insignificant reasons. Let me tell y'all something. This might sound a little far-fetched because I'm a Sagittarius. I was telling somebody, I said, you got molested by Michael Jackson. And I ain't saying the molestation is right. But you didn't get molested by Uncle Willie that stayed with his sister that ain't had a job. You got molested by Michael Jackson. You gonna be all right. Huh? Huh? If you gonna go through some things in life, make sure you going through with somebody that you can be. I don't have to dismiss what happened to you, but you allowing certain people to play you that you can't. There's no benefit. You can't gain no knowledge, no wisdom, no understanding. You can't gain your credit score ain't gonna go up. Your economics. You like, what are you doing? At our age, what are we doing? Why are we still dragging our feet when we clearly see we ain't even living in the same state? We not living in the same counties, and we all can talk about this right today. And they done had all kind of civil rights marches. I ain't marching nowhere. I ain't telling people not to march, but y'all, I'm the spiritualist, so I'm gonna do my stuff behind the scene in the spiritual world. You understand? I ain't telling nobody else what to do. I do vote. I vote regardless, no matter what people say. I vote. There are certain things you got to do. You got to do. But what I do as a spiritualist is I try to wake us up. Your children still at this point, no matter how much you sacrifice, even if you had, you still got to defend yourself. Because everybody at your department don't know your children. All they see is a black girl and a black man. I remember watching this video online, and this police officer slammed this 13-year-old girl. The police officer slammed to the ground a 13-year-old girl in her bathing suit. And I watched another video that a white man had a knife coming at the police officer, and he walked away unscathed, untouched, and not arrested. And as long as we continue to have this conversation, you're not going to tell Apostle Ely that you're serious about conjure until we get enough power and authority in this ATRS that we do not have to contend. We not everyday things, that's life. But all this unnecessary stuff, I got to protect myself from you and pay taxes to pay your payroll, to buy you equipment to hurt me or mine. I'm gonna tell you what that's like. That's like you financing your enemy that do voodoo work, conjure work to bring you down. Just like that sound crazy, that's what we do. Say whatever you want. I don't have time for that line. Huh? I'm a problem solver. I'm not a person who just bring up situations, circumstances, but there's something divine that needs to happen. I'm not waiting for Jesus to crack the sky, because if that case, his eyes is every place and he see this shiggity going on, hey, I got to do what I got to do. If I'm going to be down here in the Thunderdome, I'm going to go for broke. You understand? I'm going to do what Apostle got. Whoever rock with me, whoever support me, that's what I'm going to. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about, oh, this going to be handled by this and let it. No, y'all do y'all thing, and I'm going to go to my egoons and I'm going to go to my spirits to handle this situation. You understand? I'm going to go to my spirits and tell them about it, because I know the people in my bloodline done whoop police officers' ass. So I got the right type of egg. I don't know what kind of egg goons you got. You might be that master type of ancestor. That ain't how my relatives got down. So when I go to them about the situation, especially about money, because they love money, messing with my money and messing with my time, that's why I still got paid today. Because my spirit you're not gonna take no fruit from his tree. Huh? You not gonna take no fruit from his tree. And they be doting on your ignorance. This is what y'all don't understand. The insult is they dote on your personal ignorance of not standing up for yourself. And then if you stand up for yourself, they want to penalize you for doing such, to discourage you or anybody else watching you to stand up for yourself. Huh? This is why it's important for them to take certain people off the map in the ATR. Whether they do hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Palo, huh? To me, I don't care what I got to do to win. I'm gonna do my conjuring. But it's true. It's real. It's stuff we still contending with. But how you gonna make it without? So you gonna be kissing ass to get along? You gonna live and die kissing ass? You cannot be your own individual entity, be a respectable man or woman, function like everybody else function, and you have to continue to deal with being treated less than human, huh? Which I don't have a problem with that because I'm divine, so that don't bother me, huh? When I get on, when I start working them yams and working them cakes, you say, "Oh my God, I can take that." I'm not fully human. I get that, so I'm cool with all that. But I don't understand what else needs to happen. Let me tell y'all something. George Floyd was unalived, daylight, in front of people. In my time. And you want me to believe you really about that life when it comes to root work, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Palo. I'm going to say it again real slow. In my time, I don't need to read history books. I don't have to listen to my stories from my mom. I don't have to listen to remember stories from my grandmother or my dad, or none of them people. I said, I watched a man unalived in broad daylight, and we still around here kumbaya. Do what you do, sir and ma'am. As long as that was acceptable and it took that long in a public outrage. And remember, white people had to get behind that for that to actually happen. I don't want to live in a space where I have to wait on some white man or white woman to pity me enough that they say they tired of seeing it. Bitch, I'm tired of experiencing it. If you tired of seeing it, how you think I feel? I'm a 6-figure man. I still got to straighten the mug about following me in a department store when I make more money than they manager. Huh? I'm fine, I'm sexy, I'm educated, and I still got to deal with horseflies. Huh? See, you don't get old enough in America. You got to constantly demand your respect and then fight and defend yourself for demanding it. So I'm going down here to get me some stuff for that ass. Yes, sir. Huh? I want that slant booty. Huh? I want the Caucasian ass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I want I'm entitled to what I asked for based off of our contract that was agreed by the union and UPS. I should not have to be going through no changes for what is rightfully mine as a union employee. And you're not gonna make me fight for my meal. You're not gonna make me fight, huh, for my check. You're not gonna make me do that. If I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna fight to defend my check and my meal. Because I ain't come for yours. You came for mine. Let's be very clear. I am not the initiated of this. I didn't start this. You can talk to me. You can talk to me sideways. You can come off any kind of way to me. And then I'm supposed to, I know. Like I told you on the onset, I don't like it when my mama do. But that's my mama. But I would die doing conjuring. Whatever I have to do before the spirit to gain power, to see a change of reality, I don't know what else I have to say. I don't know what I have to display until we are so tired. Like my grandma say, when you sick and tired, when your belly full, you would not beg nobody to set you free. You would set your damn self free. You would stop waiting on the mercy and the compassion for somebody to see you, for some Caucasian man or woman to have compassion on you when they got more compassion for a dog, an animal. They'll lose their life not to hit a cat. They don't want to see Buffy splatter, but they can see you be unalive. I don't have time for them games. Y'all, until we get past that and get somewhere spiritually that certain things are happening in the judicial system, certain things are happening in economics, we have not arrived. I don't care who we are. We have not arrived. And I know I'm a powerful man, but I'm not content until I see a greater change. Because I'm not, this is unacceptable. And if you would do it to the king, I know what you would do to the least one. If you try to head shops to it, I know what you'll do to somebody else that just started, that don't know the rules, the regulations. So, just in case you do not know who you following, how I get down, what I believe in, and I have everyday magic. I go through things like everybody else, but I do not give up my magic. My prayers work. My affirmations work. My conjure work. My summoning works. You understand? I can't live out here in this society the way that it is without my magic. I can't do that lightweight crap they want you to do that ain't finna do nothing for you. I need to be able to influence the judge when the judge is unfair, when the judge is unjust. I need something to knock a hole through that stony heart. I need something that the king heart is in God. I need something to be able to crush and turn you to justice. And they keep talking about justice is blind. I say, don't worry about how blind justice is. Check that bitch pockets. Justice got thick pockets of our resources. And y'all so silly if it ain't going to the lawyers, the bail bondsmen, it's going to the jailhouse. And they making money. They're sending their children to college off of your confinement. And you still talking about the Lord. Y'all crazy. You crazy. It's insane. Why I got to do the most for the same job position? Why you gonna pay me less and make me do more? And then you gonna tell me to train somebody that's not even qualified to have the position, how to do the job, and then make me their assistant so they can, oh my God. And you call that blessed. Y'all get the fuck out of here. You call that blessed. Okay. I cannot oblige. That's not blessed. That's your enemy's, you being your enemy footstool. And I'm trying to get to the position where my enemy is my footstool. My enemy is being scattered. And I didn't get crowned Mafedi Fun Oya to be dicked around by a bitch ass nigga. You understand? No. No, sir. No, ma'am. I don't know what you practice. I don't know why you practice. I don't know how serious you are about conjure. But there's a group, there's a system set up that is generated by black people. I want y'all to think about this. If Africa, the continent itself, with all the countries that are in there, is as rich as it is, that knew that their other melanated people were going through the type of abuse that they were going through over here, why haven't they sent those resources that we have not benefited from because our people were enslaved? Where is my mother's money? Where is my father's money? Because we ain't been utilizing it. Because we've been over here 500 years. Y'all better stop letting Africa deceive y'all. Caucasian people cannot have not conjurely subdued you without the assistance of us. That's why I like that movie Wakanda. Us is behind a lot of this stuff. That's why they can run to certain one of us and get the conjure they need to fight us. Because one of us somewhere is getting broke off for our enslavement. Believe that. Our magic too strong. Our DNA too strong. It's scientifically proven. This makes no sense. How do we beat you even when you cheating? How do we beat you even when you moving the ball, the goalpost? How do we beat you when you set us up for disadvantages in every aspect of your economic, and we still somehow, some way put you? How could they couldn't do that? They getting help, and it's one, and I promise you, it's one of us behind that. Cause I got real conscience. I have real magic. Somewhere, before you light another candle, before you burn another incense, we need to come to some type of awareness that we done marched all we need to march. When your kids ain't even safe in their own neighborhood where they live at, when they not safe in their own playground that your taxpayers' dollars pay for, that somebody can feel so comfortable coming out of their yard and coming to your yard to tell you what to do in your own space, and then call the police on you in your yard about what you're doing in your, and I'm talking about this is going on now, and I'm 50, and you want me to believe that our root work is strong enough, our Obeah is strong enough, our voodoo is no, baby, something wrong. Somewhere, somehow, I hope I'm being an enlightenment. I hope that I am, by example, not just lyrics, not just words, not just lip service, by example, how to stand up for yourself in your conjure, your voodoo, your Santeria, your Lakumi, your Congo, your Palo. Whatever it is that you practice, your mysticism, your enchantment. I don't care, whatever it is that your ancestors get down with. Why is this still acceptable? You go to the doctor. It don't even matter if you got insurance. Don't even matter if you got, they're still not gonna treat you right. They don't see the value of your life. And we're paying these people to treat us like this. Let me tell y'all something. If I'm gonna pay for you to have sex with me, I don't give a damn what you think about my performance. What you need to be concerned about is what I think about your performance. How you gonna let somebody that you are paying, oh my God, to serve and protect, got you scared to roll down your own window? Got their hand on the gun that your tax money paid for, your grandma tax money, your granddaddy, whoever paid to this system. I'm hoping for the best. That's all I can do, because I see I don't know what else to say. All I hear is, Pastor, you telling the truth. Oh, Pastor Ely, you real. Pastor Ely, I ain't never seen nobody like you. Pastor Ely, I don't know what else to do for our people, and we still, it just never enough. It's never enough. Why? Why, Becky? Why, Tyler? Why do I need your compassion in order for me to live in this society? You don't pay my bills. You do nothing for me. But I in order for something to go, do you not know I'm more popular when black people see me with white people? Because majority of white people like me. A majority of the white people invite me to their events. They deal with me. They know how I am, but they still invite me. Most white people that I deal with like me. Places they would not invite and allow some of you to go in, I go. Sometime when I want to. I don't. But you know what we good at? We're good at putting our foot on each other. And they'll do, and we'll do that for free. We'll do that without getting nothing out of it. We should be ashamed to call ourselves root workers and conjurers. And all this stuff going on. That Trayvon Martin case was live. That was why wasn't some conjurer, some spiritualist out there doing voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi to make sure that Zimmerman didn't walk? Nope. Because as long as it ain't me, we got some dysfunction and self-sabotaging in us. Let me tell you something my grandma taught me. I watched her do business. She said when they come for the neighbor's house, it's only one step. Say one thing about white people start way out here. They start in the outer courts. And they start buying up around you until they circle the wagon. Until they get up on you. When they come for somebody else's property, they coming for yours. When they come for they toe, they coming for your ankle. When they come for your ear, they coming for your eyeball. Cause we so ignorant, we think we so different. That's the only thing that keep me successful, I think. I never think that because I'm who I am, that they won't try me. I'll be ready for it. Some of us think, I don't care if you laid out, this system is what it is. And you need your magic. You need your magic. And you still around here talking about what you can't afford. No, we can't afford another decade of this. So we need to change this reality. So instead of telling me about how your ancestors 10-toed down for you, let's bring our ego and let's get us a different reality. Because I'm tired of having to do this kind of spell work. Why I got to do spell work on something that belongs to me? Why I got to fight for something that is clearly mine? That any other union employee can get, but I got to go to war for mine. Everybody that's getting free head, free pussy, free ass, whatever you're into, but now all of a sudden I got to pay. No. Something got to give, and we got to stop talking about how great we is and make things great in the reality. Cause right now, to this day, it's still going on. It just happened to me yesterday, and I am a crown Santero, I'm a Polero, I'm a voodoo practitioner, I am a mystic, I am a matriarch of my family. And I'm still dealing with it. And you wonder why you don't need to be burning incense? You wonder why you don't need to be getting graveyard work? You don't wonder why you need to be, okay. Because you the one sending your children out in these woods. And guess what? The lie you tell your child, if you do right, God gonna bless you. And you wonder why they discouraged. Because they keep doing right and they keep getting walked over. Because it don't matter how good of a job they do, they still not gonna let you be the face of their company. I'm gonna say that again. Unless you was an Uncle Tom, a tap dancing Betsy, they're not gonna allow you to be the face of their image. And why would they? Why they gonna promote you to be the, okay. Some things just to me need to make sense. Some things just need to make sense. And that don't make no sense to me. I mean, what's the point of me being grown and going through what I'm going through and I'm still dealing with the stuff I was dealing with in my 20s? I started at UPS at 21 years old. 21. They're hiring younger people and you still dealing with the same thing. What do that tell you? Ain't nothing changed. It's their system. They still promoting people that are not qualified to be guiding, teaching, instructing the people that they're over. And so when people don't know what they're doing, they got to make you the problem. When people don't have the skill set to handle business or resolve issues, they got to resort to pettiness because they got to make you the problem because it most certainly cannot be them. Because they're sitting in the seat. The only reason they're sitting in that seat is because of that skin. And I'm not no hater. But don't sit in front of me and try to make me believe that you have earned your position. Because you don't know enough. You don't even know what I know. And I'm a driver. I want y'all to think about what I said, hopefully. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to look at your children, your grandchildren, and ask yourself this question. Is my children still dealing with the stuff that I dealt with, they age. I want you to ask yourself. You ain't got to tell this to nobody else. Ask yourself. Because you ain't got to, you can lie to me and everybody else. Don't lie to yourself. Ask yourself, does my son have to do the most to get a loan, to get a job, to start a business? They will give Becky $250,000 to make nasty cookies, and they're gonna support her. Does my daughter, in order to feel successful in this system, feel like she has to be involved with a white man? Does my gay son have to be in a relationship with a white man in order for him to be successful in this system? Why can't my son choose to be with his own melanated man, but if he thinks, because of societal norms, that real success can only be achieved if them thighs is pale? I don't discriminate. I don't mind knocking off some thighs, and I ain't out here hating on no, cause a wop is a wop. Huh? Yams is yams. Got white yams, got yellow yams. The yams. I get that. But I want to know, why is it that my son, your daughter, no matter what we have achieved, no matter what we done gone through, have to deal with the identical same behavior? Different names, different locations, different people. So what's up, High John? What do I need to do? Huh? Mandrake root, I talk to me. Saber tree, talk to me. Pine tree, oak tree. Sun, moon, stars of heaven. Set thy potent powers free. Talk to me. I need to understand what type of reality that I need to live in, because this is not acceptable. That my son is going to have to work double hard trying to make a successful business because we still have not learned support. What the hell you doing 100 job for? If your 100 job cannot sweeten that judge to drop that time, baby, you ain't got no 100 job. Huh? If you want to test your 100 job and the power of sugar, make them charges that are being given, those sentences given on our African American people, make them have compassion. But you can't do that. But you sitting out there doing 100 job on Leroy that you gotta take care of. And you think we don't need a woman in a mansion, and the only thing she good at is sucking your nuts and licking your hole. But this the woman gonna raise your children. Now all of our young ladies and men, everybody got to grind their booty, because we can't have an intellectual conversation, because if you don't know how to back it up, he ain't interested. Don't know the difference between Minute Maid rice, Uncle Ben rice, long grain rice, brown rice. Don't know nothing. But you's a bad bitch. You's an ignorant bitch. That's what you is. You's an ignorant bitch. You might be good at sex, and I get it, that. Because I love giving a dog their bone. But you's an ignorant bitch. And you going to teach your children to be ignorant. Your priorities are screwed up. They better find out how petty Peewee can be. And I feel like, I'm encouraging, if you are in a position of power, we need your voice. Because if they can do it to us, what about the least ones? What about when my son got stopped by that police officer? I'm gonna take that boy job from him. But I'm connected like that. But what about this parent that ain't connected like that? Why should their children be going through that? Huh? Tyler is not a menace to society. Why Taquan got to be a menace to society until he prove it? Huh? Tyler don't have to take his hood off. Why does Taquan got to take it? Until we get past that, and we still dealing with that, y'all say that stuff for somebody else. I don't want to hear that. I should be able to wear what I want as long as I'm not bothering nobody. I ain't breaking into nobody's house. I'm not bothering nobody's stuff. I should not have to be concerned about telling my kids about what they should be wearing in order for you to feel comfortable with them. Fuck you and your personal beliefs. Huh? I shouldn't have to cut my braids. Y'all remember that video out there where the little boy was wrestling, he was winning, and they made him cut his hair? And his mama ain't showed up, his dad ain't showed up. And he cut that boy hair right in front of everybody. You know what we did? We got mad. But we don't let it pass over. I'm petty. You ain't gonna never live that down. If we got to remember 9/11, you gonna remember cutting that little boy hair. And that wasn't my son. But you ain't cut my son hair, I've been cutting the pubic hairs out of your asshole. How about that? And I'm gonna do that in front of everybody. And I'm gonna do that with a razor. Huh? And ain't nobody ran up there and grabbed that person's hand and stopped them. Nobody thought that if you had cut Tyler hair, what you think would have happened? They would have turned that place out. But us? If somebody standing up, bond them out. Do all the conjure you want to, but until I see that, take all the classes you want to, sir, ma'am, my magic got to be stronger. Because we still dealing with the same stuff I read in the books when I was in elementary school. Go to college and say, like, I'm 50. I got a customer on my route. All he do, he's a white guy. All he do is paint. Unveiling Ann is an excellent artist. If she had been a Caucasian woman, she'd be making all kind of money. This man painted a bird and was charging $500, and the frame was about this big. It was so little. He would paint people. They can do their art. You got white boys out there skateboarding. A damn skateboard making more money than you making, and you got a degree. He making more money out there surfing because they're gonna create wealth for their talent. But we don't create wealth for our talent. We create wealth to participate in what they call talent. But we bring the talent to y'all. Oh, we crazy. We, not them. We still playing the game. You ain't gonna beat the house. The house was not set up for you. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. Damn, what? They traveling all around the world selling their art. But we got an artist right on our live. We got lawyers. We got all kind of talented people. No, we got to do the most and kiss your ass for your business. Huh? But you go there and patronize them, and then they ignore you, and then sell you out when you go to court. And you don't kick that out of your money. And then you want me to feel sorry for you, ma'am? I don't feel sorry for you, sir. I don't feel sorry for you because you too old to be that stupid. At the end of the day, your son is standing in front of all white jury because you know we don't like to do jury duty. You know we don't like to do jury duty. Even if we get called to jury duty, we don't like doing jury duty. We just want the day off. Come on, let's talk about it. So when one of us go there, and white people love to go to jury duty, they love passing opinions. So they go Taekwon standing in front of the judge, white, prosecutor, white, public defender, white, and a jury. Keep on practicing your magic. Go ahead. Keep on listening to them other people. And keep suffering these unnecessary losses. I didn't get crowned for nothing. I'm not going, it cannot be this, no, it won't be in vain. I don't know what I got to do, but I can't do, no ma'am, no sir, I can't oblige. I hope those that hear me, share, like, whatever, it's still going on. And we still saying we conjurers and root workers and mystics and AJs and OB and we crown and we this, we scratch, we all these other stuff, and we missing something. Something's missing, sir. You still sitting on that job knowing that they're gonna promote this person over you, and they ain't gotta do all of that what you fit to do, trying to get a promotion. And they're gonna dangle that carrot in front of you And they're going to sit back and laugh at you, jump for that carrot, when they have no intention of giving it to you. And you ain't tired of that. You ain't tired of sitting there watching people you know ain't qualified get promoted above you and become your boss. But you right here talking about you a prayer warrior. Child, you gonna put that prayer and that warrior up, because they failing you. They failing you. I'm against mine. I hope that I'm encouraging you to take your spirituality more seriously. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do on a real. Our elderly out here. I tease Mother Susan, but we look out for Mother Susan. We don't, I don't understand it. How you love God so much, whom you never seen. And when you see your brothers and sisters, you see your elderly people out there, ain't got no drawers. Some of them don't like to wear drawers, so we ain't talking about them. But the ones that like to wear drawers, that's why I like when Madam Oshun be out there feeding, and she be doing stuff like that. That we don't applaud stuff like that. We don't want to stay in poverty. Every time they think about giving something away, they shouldn't be thinking about black people. Ain't you tired of every time they want to talk about something? All black people ain't in poverty. All black people are not uneducated. All black people are not at the barrel of the bowl. No, it's not. But we allowed them to run with that narrative. And that man was upset with me because he said it in the end. All he had to do, he told my supervisor this, and my supervisor never spoke up for me. Never. He knew that man was like, he never told that man, I heard you myself tell my driver XYZ. And he told him that all he had to do was let me say speak my piece. Because you were frustrated. So I'm supposed to sit there and let you talk to me in a kind of way? Yo, vanilla. Anybody that know me, that is so not my character. That is so not who I am. That's whether I got money, no money, whether I had 9 inches, 4 inches, or I had a nub. That's whether I was fine, ugly. That is not my personality. You ain't gonna talk to me no any kind of way, because I will straighten your ass. Yes, I will. And I will fight with vengeance. I love y'all. Take our practices more seriously. But we need a reality check. You shouldn't have to fight that hard for what is right. If I was white, I could sell my property right now. And they would, matter of fact, they would help me fix up my house. My other house that I have, they wouldn't be trying to buy my house from me as a white. If I was a white boy, they would be trying to help me find all kind of funding and grant to fix up my house. That's what they would be helping me do. They wouldn't be trying to take property away from me and take stuff from me. They would be trying to empower me for economic and generational wealth. Huh? Until we figure out what being blessed is, riding around in a Mercedes or a Volvo or some type of luxury vehicle or a Rolls Royce, or wearing name brand clothes, when you are starving of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you are no help to us. I'd rather have a middle class, somebody making $55,000 a year, that's smart and that has got critical thinking skills, than somebody that got money and don't know when enough is enough. The stuff that some of y'all impressed by, them people don't impress me. Huh? We got to stop putting so much stock in our dick and pussies. And I'm talking to the people in the church. What good is it to be a virgin to a man that's gonna mistreat you? What good is it being faithful to a man that's unfaithful? Half of these men don't even know who they is. They trying to be like a white boy. Let me tell y'all something. Me as a consumer of porn myself, let me explain it to you like this. Your children predominantly are watching porn. And no matter what they put in, white flesh is coming up. That don't matter if they're gay, straight, or bi. White flesh is coming up. So what images do they get attracted to after watching year after year? Make it make sense, y'all. I don't care what side of life you putting it on. Make it make sense. And why you not motivated to help people that are actually going to make a difference? And the only person to answer that question is you as the individual. Why you can sit and listen, hear and agree, and be a non-active? Ask yourself that question. But you say you spiritual. Whatever I can do on my platform, that's what I do. That's what I share. I can't give it all away because I still got to live. But I am just... My children, if I'm dealing with it now, and that means that my eldest son, my middle son, and my youngest son still got to deal with this shit. Hey, I'm in my 50s and I'm dealing with it. It is what it is. All right, guys, I'm down here. Well, I'm in Lauderdale right now, still coming through. But I hope that this helps. I hope that it reaches somebody that really understands what I'm putting out here and why I'm doing this. And hit that like button, hit the share, comment. If this means something to you, comment up under this video. Like, this real talk. I'm gonna be talking about when I get back tonight. I'm gonna be saying some stuff tonight. Like, I've been doing this a long time, y'all, so I can get extremely real. I'm in places that a lot of y'all can't afford to be in. So I'm not talking about what I think. I'm talking about what I know. I have certain clout, that I have certain assets. So I'm just, all right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe if you want to support what I'm doing out here. I put my Zelle account. They shut down my Cash App. I guess as a melanated man, I was generating too much revenue. But you can still go through PayPal on my website. You can go through my Zelle account. Very simple. Direct. You go directly here. And so let's make this happen. To all of you that gonna ride with me, let's make this happen. Let's not have another year of talking about what's gonna be. I'm over it. Whatever. Like, somebody got to get on the altar, and I'm willing, but I can't do it by myself. I really can't. Somebody got to be a Harriet Tubman. Like, it's just, my grandchildren cannot just come into this world with this same bullshit, with the same stuff. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate you.